Hello, Hanson Huskies. It's Mrs. Paget, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Ancient Civilization Research Project and Report. Some of you have gotten a little more instruction on it than others. We didn't get to finish our rotations for social studies, so I didn't get to meet with some of you. But hopefully this will help clarify it, and I hope you'll enjoy doing some research and learning on your own. Project-based learning is where you pose a question and you do some research to determine your own thoughts and feelings on something. And for all of you, I'm asking you the question. I want you to determine, in your opinion, which ancient civilization do you feel has made the greatest contributions to our world today? So the people who we are today, we've been highly influenced by other cultures, other civilizations. And the ones that you'll be choosing from are ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, ancient Greece, ancient India, ancient China, or ancient Rome. So if you take a look at your research project paper, it explains that you'll be doing a research report. Now, this is something that you're not going to finish in one day. I want you to really take your time and do a lot of investigating. Do some research on the internet, read books. I'll give you some access to some books that could help you with Benchmark Advance. Your Unit 7 booklet that you took home that last Friday before we say goodbye has valuable information for you. So I want you to consider all the different civilizations before you make your decision. Do a little bit of learning about ancient China and Rome and India. Find out about the religion, their societies, what were their beliefs, what were their inventions, things that they became known for. So if you take a look, here's the big question in your writing prompt. You want to use these words inside your response. They'll go in your introduction paragraph. You're going to create a thesis statement. You're going to make a profound statement, a claim, and then throughout the essay, you're going to support it with subheadings. You're going to have sections that will discuss very specific things, and I've outlined them in this paper. So if you take a look here at the directions, it's telling you to write the research report, and here are the several supporting paragraphs. So please don't email or text me or your teacher saying, how many paragraphs do I need to do? Is this enough? What we want you to do is we want you to take a look at the required topics, and then you determine how many paragraphs you need. Remember, a well-written paragraph is going to be a group of sentences that are all related to the same topic, okay? So please include the geography. Describe the location, the climate. What was the land like around them? Were there rivers? Was it dry? Be specific. Be specific with it. The religion. Who did they worship? Where? Did they practice polytheism? Some of you who already rotated with me through social studies, we learned that that's the practice of believing in many gods. So did they worship kings? You decide from your research. Talk a lot about the daily and family life. What roles did the family members play? What roles did the children play? What occupations were there? So you could see for number 3, you could probably have a couple paragraphs to address that, maybe even a few. Make sure you discuss the social structure, the different classes. We talked about social pyramids, how there's a hierarchy in society with rulers at the top and the lowest form at the bottom were usually slaves, people imprisoned, or the poor. But discuss the social pyramid, who were the rulers in that society. And then this part can be very interesting and fun. Inventions, art, architecture. Think about ancient Greece. We have the Olympics because of them. We have a lot of our language. There's all sorts of things that you can find and write about there. You could probably do a couple paragraphs here as well. Okay. So with the research paper, go ahead and do all those strategies that we've practiced, you've learned in school. Make thinking maps. Do some tree maps with the different branches and the headings and take notes. You can do bullet points and write little topics that you want to make sure you address in it. Do the planning part and really think it through. Okay. For the project, this is the fun part. Gosh, and I wish we were together so that I could really be guiding you more. But I'm excited to see what you're going to come up with. I'm always amazed at the creativity that my students come up with. You're going to get to choose. Choose a project that will represent your civilization and demonstrate one part of the culture that you learned about, one aspect of it. So be creative. Some ideas that I listed here I got from Pinterest. And if you go to Pinterest.com, I'm going to show you. I think I have it up here. Yeah. You can type in something broad to get some ideas. I typed in ancient civilizations, 6th grade projects. And you could see that you can come up with all sorts of things. Here is a school board, one of those, like a science project board. One of my students did this last year. They created a clay tablet and cuneiform, and they did a display board that went along with it. That was really cool. You can build a wall of ancient China. You can create a mummy. You can take one of your stuffed animals and mummify it, use a shoebox. There's all sorts of clever things. So have fun with that. Have fun and really be creative with it. If you're very tech savvy, you can create a video presentation to share with me. That's always impressive. I've had students do that, and they create it on YouTube and send me the link, and that's always just so incredible. So have some fun. Ask some grown-ups in your house to help support you with that. We want it to be your work. It's okay for parents to help you get materials or help you with something like a hot glue gun, or if it requires cutting cardboard, we want you to be safe. So it's okay to have families participate with you, but we want it to be your own idea and the majority of the work to be your own. Okay. I'm asking everyone to please send in to either your homeroom teacher or myself which civilization you determine. It doesn't have to be immediately. You can do some research and see what sparks your interest. If you want to make sure you turn that in by the end of this week, that'd be great, by this Friday. So do a little research and decide which civilization you think you want to jump into and learn a little bit more about. For Benchmark Advance, I'm going to show you. So you can go on, I think I have it up right here. Okay. So go to Benchmark Advance, and you're going to click on, I believe you click on Library. My teacher page looks a little bit different, so I'm going to click on where I know I'll find my books. I'm going to 6th grade. Go to Unit 7, and that's where you see your Benchmark Advance Online, your ancient cultures. So this book here has some great resources. You can get information there for your report and project. We also have small group books. So if you take a look, we've got some books here that you can look at. Mystery Set in Stone, that's going to have some information about the pyramids, Julius Caesar, Cleopatra, Gandhi. So you're going to learn about India. All of these books up here are going to have information that will help you with your research. This one is one of my favorites. I'm going to open it up. The book is about children in the different ancient cultures. My internet's a little bit slow. Give it a second to pop up. Okay. I'm going to say no, I'm not going to create a customization, but children in different times and places. And if you're in my first and second period, we've navigated through Benchmark Online quite a bit this year, so you're familiar with it. Take a look. Ancient Egypt. It's going to talk to you about the education that children got, fun and games. Here it talks about a scribe. We learned a little bit about that. Fashion, the types of clothes they wore. Ancient Sparta. You're going to learn about all of the wonderful contributions from ancient Greece. That's what this section's about. This is a really fun book. I highly recommend all of you reading it prior to maybe selecting your civilization. It might give you some insight as to what you want to do. Okay, so use your benchmark advance, use online research resources, and did you guys, are you still there? Oh yeah, you're still there. So use your resources. Don't forget, you want to make a list of all the resources that you get your information from. Paraphrase. We talked about plagiarism in class. We don't want to cut and paste someone's words. We want to restate the information in our own words to make it our own. And make sure you keep track, so you're going to have a bibliography and a cover page for your report. We would love it all typed up. We'll talk a little bit more about how to do that, but right now just work on the planning part. Work on the thinking maps. You can use a flow map if that works for you to organize the different sections, or a tree map. Those are probably the two best ones. But just start the research part and the thinking maps, and we'll go from there. It's not due till the first week of May. And if you guys have questions, you can email me or dojo me, and maybe we can have a Zoom meeting if we need to again. All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Think of you guys often, and take care. Bye.